Hello, my foodie buddies, and welcome to this question and answer session on oil in cooking. First of all, thank you so much for your questions on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp account, and I will try to cover most of them best of my ability. Let us start with the first question, which was asked by most of you, most of my viewers and followers, was which oil is best for cooking? And there is no real true answer to this because each oil has some pros and some cons. So I will try to answer this question in little tweaked way that which oil is better for which type of use. Conceptually, any oil which contains high amount of saturated fatty acids should be avoided, and any oil which contains unsaturated fats should be incorporated in the diet. Only I feel that coconut oil can be an exception because it contains medium chain triglycerides which helps in lowering the blood cholesterol levels. But yet the researchers are still going on. But I feel the choice of oil should depend upon three things. First of all, which oil you have been using or you have been eating since your childhood and which has been suited you so far. Second, geographical locations, regions, climate, where exactly you are located. And third thing is that which cooking methods you follow. My recommendations considering Maharashtrian climate and Indian recipes for a healthy individual is you can use rice bran oil for fried and deep frying purposes because rice bran oil has good smoking point and it has an original content which has significant effect on our health. Okay, a very good effect on our health. On the other hand, if you are using oil for certain preparations where the high temperature is not going to get applied, like you have to just saute the vegetables or you have to add it in some poha or chutney while making certain preparations, then I feel that olive oil can be a very good choice in this because olive oil has low smoking point but it has wonderful omega 3 fatty acids and which is very important as far as health is concerned. And for certain recipes when you want a nice aroma or nice flavor out of the food like pulav or biryanis, I would recommend use ghee instead of oil in such preparations. Is it recommended to keep changing the oils? Yes, it is recommended because every oil has some good properties and not so good properties. Like for example, sunflower oil has very good smoking point, but some varieties of sunflower oils may contain certain inflammatory compounds and may result into inflammatory disorders. On the other hand, rice bran oil, as I said, contains very good or has a high smoking point, but certain times it has also resulted into some stomach discomforts as well. So you have to keep changing the oil to make use of best of everything, but while doing it, keep in mind your health status, your disorders or allergies. So do it in a scientific and a rational way, but with the expert advice. Some people misinterpret the philosophy of using variety of oils, like they literally mix two oils together, they keep it in the container and they use it for the preparations. I personally do not recommend blending of oil because when you're mixing two types of oils, you're not only mixing their properties but you're mixing their flavors as well. So keep them in kitchen, use them wisely but separately. One more commonly asked question by a very genuine it's a very genuine question, that is it necessary to change the oil if you're not facing any issue? Like, can't we keep the same oil, can we use the same oil like our parents or grandparents used one typical oil throughout their life and they have lived a very happy and a long life? So not necessary, I feel that not necessarily whatever these previous generations have done we also should do it because it may not be good for us. In case of oils, primarily for two reasons, we should give a second thought of just blindly following them. First of all, even though the ingredient of the oil remains same, but its purity, processing differs time to time. Like for example, in case with groundnut oil, the quality of groundnuts, its processing, use of chemicals or adulteration in today's time need to be considered and should give a thought on healthier options if it is available. Secondly, there has been a change in the lifestyle. We have a lot of stress into our lives. We have a wrong influence of the cultures, and we knowingly, unknowingly invite some unpleasurable guest in the life, like high cholesterol levels, high triglyceride levels, or high LDL levels, or diabetes or blood pressure. So it is recommended to go for the healthier option only. So continuing one oil may or may not harm your health, but keeping a diversity of oil, okay, or keeping different varieties of oil in your diets may give you an extraordinary effect. Next question was, which oil is better, filtered, refined, or cold pressed? A very good question. Let us first understand these terms. When we say refined, in this process the oil is basically purified with the use of certain chemical compounds, and in this process it is at times treated with acid or alkalis or bleach. It is neutralized or deodorized or filtered, and in the process of being extracted from the seed, these oils, they get oxidized and turns into trans fatty acids. Now the smell, because of this trans fatty acid, the smell of that oil is so rancid that they have to use the bleach to deodorize it. Now all this process adversely affects the flavor, color, appearance, and more importantly nutrients in that oil. Okay, second is filtered oil. So filtered oil में क्या होता है? Filtered oil is basically little better than the refined ones, I will say, because here the filtration is done at comparatively lower temperature than the refined ones, but again it adversely affects the nutrients and the appearance and overall quality of the oil. Now all of these things, the cold press is the winner, because in this the oil extraction is done at room temperature, that is 27 degrees Celsius, which helps in retaining the every single property and nutrient of that oil. So is the best oil so far. Now you might be wondering why the oil with least processing is the costliest one, and the answer according to me is that it becomes so necessary to use the high quality of raw material when you are not applying any processing on the oil, because like in case with refined oils or in case with filtered oils, you can use some substandard material because you're anyhow going to process that oil. But when it comes to cold press, when there is no chemical compounds are involved or no processings are involved, at that time it becomes very important to use a very good quality of raw material, because a bad quality of raw material will leave a very bad flavor and it will not be acceptable by the consumers. And that's the reason that cold pressed oils are much costlier than the refined and the filtered ones. And there also might be some reason like a demand supply ratio or the shelf life, so that's why cold pressed oils can be little costlier. Coming to the availability of cold pressed oils, of course they are available at most of the places nowadays, like those lakdi ghana oil shops, you might see it at plenty of places, and nowadays we get it online as well. Even on Amazon you can get these cold pressed oils very easily, like Dabur, Natureland, or this Fortune are few of the known brands as far as cold pressed is concerned. So I will say that cold pressed are the best oils comparing to refined and filtered. What are the new trends in the oil, and do they have any benefits over the conventional oil? That was the next question that was asked. Very good question again. Our conventional oil are in India mainly are sunflower, safflower, mustard seeds oil, sesame seeds oils, coconut oil, etc. They became popular. Why they became popular? Because they are very easily available and they have so far suited with the Indian climate. But what are the new trends which are coming up? You might have heard the terms like virgin oil, extra virgin oil, canola oil. Let us understand what these terms are. Virgin oil is basically a type of oil where no heat, no chemicals, pure and unrefined. Extra virgin oil, same like that, no heat, no chemicals, pure, unrefined. Additionally, it has some phytochemicals added into it and antioxidants. Canola oil, if you have heard of, it's basically made up of canola seeds, but it's majorly popular in the Western countries. These oils are healthy, but all that you have to consider their availability, their affordability and suitability as well. In new trends, I feel that rice bran oil is a local and a healthier option because it is made up of a outer covering of the rice and a very good source of mufas and pufas and high oryzanol content, which has proven to be good as far as preventing disorders are concerned. Another commonly asked question was reheating of oil is good or not. Basically, the oil which you have used for deep frying. I will say that reheating of oil is basically not advisable because when you're heating the oil for frying, it reaches to the smoking point, it gets constantly exposed to oxygen, forms some harmful compounds, gets rancid, and whenever we consume this oil, it gives us free radicals which can result into fast aging to cancers, any of these disorders. So but at times we cannot throw away this oil because if it's in much quantity we may not afford to throw away that much oil. So what are we supposed to do? The simple thing is that you let that oil cool down as much as possible, okay, then you can filter it properly and then you can store it in airtight container, making sure that it does not anymore gets exposed to oxygen, because more and more it gets exposed to oxygen, more and more free radicals are formed and it can be harmful for our health. And another thing is that when you are using oil for frying or deep frying, I would say that any oil which has a good smoking point must be used, like a sunflower oil, rice bran oil, safflower oil can be few of the option, and even sesame seed oils. Does complete cut down of oils help in weight loss? Glad you guys asked this question. Fats in the body play series of functions. You want me to list it down? They are the building blocks for our hormones, brain, nerve tissues. They are the protective layers of these cells, helps to manage and control inflammation, helps to absorb the fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, K, triglyceride, cholesterol, helps to insulate us, protects our vital organs. They are the stored source of energy, secondary source of energy, and so much. They are the lubricating agents for our joints. So just tell me, which of these functions can you compromise at the cost of weight loss? Actually, none of them. So complete cut down cannot be an option. The only thing that you need to do when you have to do a fat loss, that limit the intake, avoid taking saturated fatty acids into diet, and prefer having unsaturated fats. That's what you should do, you must do. And the next question that was asked, that is desi ghee a better option than using oils in certain preparations? Yes, as far as ghee is concerned, I would say that desi ghee, homemade ghee, is a wonderful choice for most of the preparations because it is antiviral, antifungal, it helps in glowing the skin, it is very good for brain, it contains CLA which mobilizes fat to shrink to its original size, and that's how it can help you in moving the stubborn fats. It helps in maintaining the mucus in the intestine, and it improves the gut health. So there are plenty of function that ghee performs in our body. So you should regularly consume ghee in and day out as far as your good health is concerned. So these were the questions which were asked by my viewers and followers, and I have tried to answer them as much as possible. I hope this video was very much helpful for you. I will just quickly summarize whatever I discussed so far. First of all, choose oil which are low in saturated fatty acids and high in unsaturated fatty acids. No harm in changing oils with intervals to get the maximum health benefits. Third, blending is not recommended. Fourth, as far as healthier oil is concerned, cold press is the winner. No reheating of the oil is used, especially the oil which is used for deep frying. Then fats and oils plays irreplaceable and uncompromisable role in our body, so we cannot cut them out even to burn out the fat. And last is desi ghee is a bliss. Have it as a blessing. That's all from my side, guys. I hope this was enough hopeful for you all. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.